Hi, my name is Terry and I want to thank you for tuning into my channel today. Today we'll be making some Sublimation Valentine's Day keychains, okay? And we're going to make some for the young ladies, which will look like this. And then we're going to also make some for the fellas that will look like this. So without further ado, you know the drill. Come on, let's get started. Today I'm going to be designing these keychains that we're going to sublimate in Canva. So here we have our Canva opened, and I've taken some photos from my kids' Instagram pages, and I've gone on ahead and uploaded them. And first off, we'll need to get a shape. So we're going to go under Elements, and then we're going to look for shapes, and I think I'm going to do, the girls going to have heart-shaped keychains, and the guys will do just a little square. And so these keychains are 2 by 2. So what I want to do is size it down. I don't want to do exactly 2 by 2. I'm going to do 2.2 by 2.2 because I want to have a little extra to hang over, make sure that I don't cut off any of my edges. So then once I have that in place, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that because they got to have a front and a back. And then I'm going to do it two more times, since I'll be making a total of 6 keychains. So that's front and back for 2. Let's do this again. And one more time. That's going to be front and back for 3 of the girls' keychains. So now we're going to go over here and we're going to hit upload. And then I'm going to just go ahead and dump the pictures into those, I'm going to go ahead and just dump the picture into the, in the heart shaped. So that's going to be front and back for my son's girlfriend, Mia. And then we have Alicia. That's going to be front and back. Oh, that's kind of cutting his head off there. I don't want that. So we're going to have to redo this image. Let me go ahead and detach that image, and we'll put it back. So I'm going to come back to this one. Okay, and the next one's going to be for my daughter. She just got married in November, so I've got some marriage photos. Why didn't that go in there? There we go. And so we'll dump that into that one. This picture, I'm going to have to come back to that because I'm going to need to resize that picture so that it properly sits in here and we don't cut anybody's head off here. See how the other ones do. But I'm going to go ahead and add a page, and then I'm going to go ahead and dump the ones in for the guys. Going to go back over here to Elements, and this time I'm looking for a square. Let me look for See All. And this is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a square. Let's go back to the Elements. And let me look back here under, let me search for frames. And here we have it. Let's look at all of these. And I really just want a square. So let's try this one. Oh, that one's got a border. Don't want that. That one, does this have a tear in it? I think it has a rip in it in the middle. Don't want that one. Just want a plain square, guys. Can we get a plain square? Haha, There we go. Okay, and so now we're going to resize this, and the squares are going to be 2 by 2 as well. So I'm going to do 2.2 by 2.2. And then we're going to put them over here, and we're going to go ahead and duplicate that 6 times. Okay, so we have one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. Just try to line them up. Doesn't really matter, but I'm a perfectionist like that. Okay, and so then for the guys' keychains, I'm gonna rotate them because the hole for the keychain is up here, so it's really kind of like on an angle. So I don't want the picture to drop in there and it's, you know, not sitting right. So we're gonna just go ahead on these and we're just gonna rotate them. So that the picture, hopefully, I hadn't tried it, but we'll find out. It'll sit correctly. And so then we'll go back to the uploads and we're gonna do the same one for the guys. We're just gonna dump them in there. Doesn't look like it's gonna let that picture rotate there. Let's see what we can do. Just drop them in there. Come on, drop in there. There we go. Theirs may just have to be on an angle. And that works great for the square because it's not cutting him off as it did for the heart, with the heart in there. So, might just have to, come on, drop in there. There we go. So we've got the squares. So what we're gonna have to do is go ahead in and see if I can maneuver this one so that it doesn't kind of cut his head off. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back and I have gotten another photo that better fits into that heart shape without cutting their heads off. And I also looked at the keychains and realized that on the square ones, the hole for the ring is actually over here to the right. It is not actually up catacornered. So I have turned these back around so that they are level and not catacornered, and the hole for the ring will be over to this side. So then when you flip it, it'll be over here on this side, on this one. So the margins for the pictures are okay. This is the other photo. I'm gonna go ahead and insert it. My son and his girlfriend, and I'm gonna just go ahead and drop that in there. And like I said, the holes are gonna be over to the side, so we are good to go. We're not cutting anybody off on that. So I went up here and I'm going to save it. I named it Hearts, and I'm just gonna hit File, Save, and then I'm going to hit File, Download. Download, it's 2 pages. Save my download settings so the hearts are the correct size that they're supposed to be. And I'm just gonna hit download. And you'll get this little thing over here. It's telling you that it's downloading. It's complete. It's over here, hearts in a zip file on my downloads. So we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and downsize this. And we're going to go ahead and print this out. Okay, so we're back and we've got, I printed out the, on sublimation paper with my sublimation printer, the images for both the guys and the girls. The girls are the hearts, the guys is going to be the squares. And these are the actual sublimation blanks for the keychains. And this is how they come. And when you get them, there is a clear form of plastic that's on there that you have to make sure that you remove before you actually put the image on there. So you'll want to take a little something that can pull it. And you don't want to scrape the actual image, the blank itself. I don't want any grooves or anything in there, so I'm trying to lightly pull that up. But what you'll do is you just take off that piece of film. They don't make it easy for you. But you'll want to remove that off the front and the back. Come on, come on, come on. And then once we get this film off of here, off of both sides of the sublimation blanks, we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of alcohol and we're going to wipe that off just to make sure that my fingerprints or any piece of lint or dust or anything that may be on there is wiped away, because you do not want that to show up on your image. And I have had that happen before. I have sublimated something and there was a little speck of lint or something on there, and when I removed my image, it you could see where the little speck was. So we're gonna just take a little bit of alcohol on this paper towel here, and we're gonna wipe both sides of that. I'm gonna hold it on the edges just to make sure that it's clear, and then I'm just gonna start taking the image and placing it on the blank. I can turn it over on one side just to make sure that it's centered and that I'm not cutting anyone's head off. It looks good. Then I'm going to wipe this off again just to make sure there's nothing on there. And then I'm going to take his other image and place that on there. Just straighten it up a little bit. And then I'm going to take some heat transfer tape and I'm going to tape those images together. And then I'm going to set that aside. Actually, I'm going to place one here so that it doesn't slide out the bottom or the top. And I'm using a special tape. It's called heat transfer tape, and it has to be able to withstand temperatures. So instead of having you guys watch me do all this again, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the camera and I'm gonna take off the film off of all of these and double clean them and put the images on there. And then in the meanwhile, I have my heat press heating up, and then we'll go ahead and take it over to the heat press and sublimate it. So stay tuned. Okay, so our heat press is nice and warmed up. They have the temperature on around 390, 395, and we're going to press these for about 40 seconds. Since I do have some overhang, I usually will put a piece of white copy paper down here, and then we are going to go ahead and lay that paper right there. We're going to take, now these are two-sided, so we have to do one side at a time. So we are going to take the 3 male keychains and then the 3 heart keychains that we have for the women. Place them on here. I'll place another piece of copy paper on top, just in case any of the insides to bleed through. I'll place my silicone sheet on top, and then we're going to go ahead and press for about 40 seconds. And then after it beeps and it goes off for those 40 seconds, I'm going to take this glove here and put it on, and you're going to flip these over and do the other side. Okay, so I've got just a few more seconds here, and we'll have some keychains, and we'll take these on over to the table. We'll head back over to the table and unmask them, and we'll see what we have. Shouldn't take long, guys. Okay, this is the first side, so I'm going to take that off, and this is very hot, so what I'm going to do is just, I usually take the glove, but right now I'm going to just use my hands, and I'm going to flip them so we can get the other side. Okay, take that piece of paper, turn it backwards, the silicone sheet. We're going to place it down and heat it up again, that second side, for about 40 more seconds. Okay, folks, so we're going to take these out. And we're going to take this and we're going to move on over to the desk, and I'll meet you back at the desk where we'll unmask them and you'll see the results. Okay, so we are back here at the desk, and we're going to go ahead and unmask these and see what beautiful images we have. I'm just going to go ahead and cut them on the sides. That's the easiest way. And wow, there we have one. Okay, it's a wedding photo, another wedding photo. So that'll be 2. And the third one for the young ladies. There we go. And that's going to be 3. Okay, so let's move on to the boys' keychains, and then we're going to put some hardware on this. Okay, so we have this one, and I don't know why it turned out orange. And then we have the one with them at Ruby Falls. Not sure I quite like this one. Might have to do that one again. And it might just be the location, since it was toward the end, it might not have gotten enough pressure on it for all of the color to sublimate. We'll see how the other ones turned out. Yeah, I don't like the way these have a lot of orange in them for whatever reason. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do the guys again. We'll print them out and do them again. But I'll show you how I go ahead and we'll go ahead and put the hardware on the girls, because the girls came out really nice. Yeah. See, that's too orangey for me. Yeah, and then I cut their heads off on that one. So we'll do the guys again, but in the meantime, let's go ahead and get the hardware on the girls. And then at the end of the video, I'll go ahead and show you the end results. Well, I've done that again. I'm not going to make you sit through that and watch it again. But Okay, so I ordered these blanks off of Amazon. It came in a kit. You get so many squares, so many hearts, so many circles, and then so many, I think there's another shape that's in there with it as well. But anyway, it comes with the hardware. It comes with these little plastic clips, and it comes with your ring. So what you do is place your ring in here. You'll place that in the hole. You'll bend it over. And then there's that little piece down here. We'll stick down through here until you hear it snap. And then basically that's your keychain. Okay. So that's how you assemble the keychains. And I'm gonna go ahead and print and sublimate those three up at the top again because they came out too orange for me. And once I do that, we'll come back with all of the finished products. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm back. What happened was I needed to clean my print heads. One of the inks was not printing. I believe it was the blue ink was not printing on there. So every now and then you do have to maintenance your printer. And so what I had to do was do a nozzle check and clean the printer heads. I cleaned them about 2 or 3 times, and it's just a self-maintenance button that sits on the printer. And so then it began to print the blue colors that were needed. So these were the guys that turned out. They were a little orange, the first ones were. So once I cleaned that printer head, they came out as such. But here you have it, a quick and easy Valentine's Day gift with some sublimation keychains. I want to thank you for watching. If you like what you've seen today, please hit that like button. And also, if you'd like to subscribe, I'd love to have you as a follower. And when you subscribe, there's a little gray bell there. If you hit that, it'll notify you every time that I upload new content. New content is uploaded on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Until then, guys, be blessed. Have a great day.